Hello, Nick. How you doing? Gosh, there's six of you there already. Good evening. How are you all? Eight. Hello there. Hello, Chad. How's things with you? T-Dog. How are you? Nice spread. Yeah, Nick. I just thought it's a sort of subject for tonight that these are knives that I don't get out all the time, and they're knives that I love, but sort of they're not current. But to me, they're just as lovely. I mean, I get them out and use them myself, but it's nice just to see them all out on the table for a change rather than all the ones that we see day after day on channels. And sometimes I love doing that at night. I'll just sit down and I'll pick knives that I haven't used or seen for a while. Hello, Bruce. Hello, Richard. Hello, Jonas. How are you? Sorry, mate, I've been flying about all over today. It's just been a busy day. Sally's out babysitting again for an hour, so it's been just hectic. I'd taken my two of my grandchildren to go racing with the go karts, but we couldn't get in today. It was busy, so I've got to go tomorrow. So it's just been all over the shop. I'll wait till there's more people in, and I'll give a wee announcement about how things are with my daughter-in-law and my new grandchild. But I don't want. I'll do it once everybody's in. Well, anybody got any new knives they want to share with us? Anybody got any good knives they want to share with us? Any good bargains? Yeah, isn't it just, I got it. I love this. It's such a great little knife. It looks pocket worn when you get it, but by goodness, that wee blade still slicks out there. Uh, You can go to all your modern knives, but I mean, really is some of these I just love. That I love, and this is one of my favorite. The Kershaw. I forgot what you blooming call it. I done this last week, I think, as well. Go on, out of my head. Nothing unusual. What is it? Somebody tell me quickly. Hello, Simon. Hello, Richard. Skyline. That's it, Richard. Thank you. Um, this is just an amazing. I love this. I mean, I only got this. When did I get this? Sort of towards the end of last year. Um, it was another gift, and it's just such a relevant knife. I mean, it's like a lot of the PM2s and all. It's an old knife, but my goodness, it's so relevant to today. So relevant today. Um, Light weighs nothing in your pocket. The only thing I don't particularly like is the clip. But hey, there you go. So yeah, it was just a collection of knives that I don't get out all that often that I fancy getting out tonight. Yeah, I love Kershaw's and I love CRKT because they're not afraid to try new things. They they have a go at different ideas and different. I mean, there's your more modern ones. I'm saying modern. I mean, this is a couple of years old. This is the Tie Tac 2. This is just a stunning knife, work wise. And look at this. Watch this. Look at that. It's just beautiful. I love button locks. Why we don't have more button locks, I'll never know. I think they're amazing knives. Show the orange one, please. This was a buck knife. This was another gift I got from America, and apparently it's one of the ones that they sell. The bucks they sell in just the big stores over there. The Buck Nano, I believe. It is the what is the number on it? Because I think Buck goes by numbers. 285C, is it? Yeah, 285C. It is just apparently it's a reasonably priced knife, but bang, it's a lovely knife. It's nearly like a rubbery type handle. Is there liners in it? I'm trying to see if there's liners in it. Sorry, I haven't got my good glasses. No, I don't think there's any liners. I think it's just a plastic handle, small liners. But no, I mean it's just a great wee knife, and it's a lockback. So a really good work knife. Still use that today. Now, did anybody come back with knives that they've got this week? I've had a few knives this week. As you know, this has been one of those hectic weeks for me. I didn't have a show last Sunday, and I want to apologise for that. Although the very good reason, which I'll get to a bit later on. So what else have I got in there to show you? I'll tell you what, I pulled out a couple of HX Outdoors. I don't know many people have got the HX Outdoors. You know, there's people who got the Bantam Nano, yeah. PM2 and Maximate. Oh, lovely. I really fancy Maximate. I really fancy trying that. Although I've got a PM2, so I think I'll maybe a native 5 or something. I see they're doing one on the, what do you call that other channel, the Mastrop. This is a wee HX Outdoors. Beautiful dark wooden handle. They're nearly like a dark red um, handle on it. But look at that there. Isn't that just beautiful? I'm just going to show you the other side of it. I don't know what this is or if it's Damascus or if it's not. But let me tell you, it is beautiful. T-Dog, yeah. Dug it a few nice. Yeah, it's lovely getting going back. There's somebody just said that. I just seen that in there. This always used great beater. But that is just beautiful. And it's maybe 30 quid. But I don't know whether it's real, and it doesn't say what the blade steel is. But it's on Gearbest. Gearbest does it. But that is just stunning. HX Outdoors and HX Outdoors, the knives I've had from them, the blade steels have been pretty good, pretty honest. Here's another one. This is VG10. This is a beautiful carbon fiber. Weighs next to nothing. Look at that titanium at the back. Isn't that beautiful? Little Tanto, and it just is a gorgeous little knife. Coldstream Ultimate Hunter and XHP. XHP as a steel you'll absolutely love. I have the code for, where is it? I have the code for Tanto and XHP. Absolute cracking steel. Really, really takes an amazing edge. And it's fairly, not fair, yeah, it is fairly easy to bring back. I stabbed myself in the hand. Oh my goodness, I hope you're all right. I wouldn't fancy getting cut with one of these or any of the cold steels. The cold steels, they come from the factory, sharp. So there's about 21 of you there, right? So I'll just sort of tell you, I apologise for last week, but as you know, my daughter-in-law was going into hospital to have a baby. They took her in early, a week early. She'd had sort of complications. She has diabetes. She had the baby and she had a really, really bad time. And this is our eldest son. They already have 5 children, so they were getting in for their sixth. So there was a lot of babysitting needed doing. So that's where, yes, last week was just babysitting, and then to be quite honest, I shut down an awful lot when kids are not well. I don't take it well, so it was one of them weeks. I hope you forgive me. But that was the reason. What was the CFHX Outdoors again? That was, let me just tell you, it's numbers CF go, and it's the, oh gosh, I really need my glasses. Where's the numbers? It's the ZD Z Delta 005. Just a stunning, and that's now I got this in Gearbest, so it's not too dear, but for what you're getting, now it's VG10 steel, and VG10's all right. You know, it's not the best in the world, but I think it's under $100 for this. Which, look at that CF there. Isn't that just beautiful the way it's done? And it really is the most beautiful knife. Lovely floating spacer, lovely little pocket clip. So to cut short the following, hello Paul, how are you doing? To cut it sort of short, they're doing well. It took over a week to get the baby out of hospital, so I didn't see my grandchild for a week because we've been doing the babysitting and whatever. But he's out, he's home, he's keeping his bloods well this last 2 days. He's only been out 2 days, so they're both doing pretty well. My daughter had a rough time. It's going to take her quite a while to heal, but she's doing really, really well. My daughter-in-law, I should say. She's looking wonderful. She was looking wonderful yesterday. So I'm going to leave it there. That was the reason I wasn't here. So it was a fairly good reason for not being about. Family has to come first. This is only a wee hobby, as I keep saying, a wee hobby. So yes, go back to HX Outdoors. If you haven't had them, I've had a few of them. Here's another little one, right? And I know people see these and they think, what a waste of time. Thank you very much for all those following thought. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, BH. Um, Hello, BP69. How are you? This is one of these wee pocket knives. It's what is it, like a dog tag? You can put it in a chain around your neck. But this is HX Outdoors and it's Oz 8. And the heat treatment on this is brilliant. I use this all the time. And this last couple of weeks, I have been using it more than most secondary knives that I've got. It is a real lovely. Now, it's just a chisel grind, but and it's a, they use all names, ZD008. It's just a wee slip joint sort of a thing, but it's so solid. It looks like it, now it's flimsy. It's got lovely carbon fiber. It looks like it would be flimsy, but it's not. It's actually a great detent, and I use it all the time for opening packages. Hello, Mr. Jinx. Cost me talk. Your wee hobbies cost you talk. Yeah, it is a bit of an expensive hobby, isn't it? You keep saying at the beginning, well, I did when I came around saying, I'm not going to buy them knives they're talking about. I can't afford that and I can't do that. It's amazing what you can find when you get into a hobby. Yeah, most people, BP69, most people aren't a fan of these, and I really wasn't. I thought, oh, they're stupid. Why don't you just buy a small knife? But let me tell you, I put this and just clip it in my pocket, right? And it is so useful, so useful. But it's HX Outdoors, and I was trying to make a point is I've got about 3 or 4 HX Outdoors products, and they're absolutely great. Really, the standard of fit and finish is great on them. Might find a lawman and NCS radio on eBay. I would like the lawman, although there is a. I'm gonna do that wee series. Do you remember last week I done the wee series? Well, it wasn't. It was the start of the series. Was the PM2 versus the PM2 versus the Ganzel equivalent. I'm going to do that series, and this week I'm going to do the Benchmade bug out, and I'm going to do some comparisons to go against this, which are budget friendly. So that's going to come this week. It's probably Monday, actually. I'll probably do that. I've got it in my head. I just have to do the video, but I'll probably do it tomorrow and put it out tomorrow. There's another wee knife. I seen somebody this week. This is the wee Tangram. It's the only Tangram I've ever had. In Japanese, Akudo, which is like the 440C Japanese. It's the Vector. It's got the wee button lock. Absolutely not as free as a CRKT, but it's fine. Um, this is the budget Kaisers. Say it's the only one I've got. I haven't felt the urge to go and have another one, to be honest with you. Although I do like Kaisers. I have a few Kaisers. I just don't need any more of them, I should say. Did I see Zach stuff coming in there? Well, come on, give us a bit of gossip. Anybody got any news for us? As I say, I've got quite a few knives gathered up here. I haven't pulled them out tonight now, but quite a few gathered up that I have to do reviews on. There's quite a few I've already done. There's enough. Let me just pick. Here's a few that I have to do reviews on this week, which I still haven't got round to. That's just in one box. These are all slip joints that I have to do reviews on. So I'm looking forward to doing them. I've used them and know what I feel about all of them. Out of the, what's my favourite out of them all? Do you know, I should really be saying this one here, but this Mazarin Sodbuster with the micarta handle there is, it's a wonderful knife. It's about 35 quid over here. It's probably about $35 over there in the States, but it's a great Sodbuster. That micarta handle just makes it. But a beautiful, and it's D2 steel on it, which is really good. I mean, if you're going to go and get a GEC or whatever, they're not going to have a D2 steel on them. So, hello, Zach. How are you? Paul Hudson, speaking of Ganzel, has received my chopper this week. The chopper is great, isn't it? A lot of people seem to have, or said they have, a bounce with their chopper on the blade. I didn't have any, so it'd be interesting to see if you have any with yours. Yours is a much newer model than mine. Some people said they had a bit of bounce on them, but I didn't. Nice vector, my son. Nice. I gave you a vector. Yeah, it is a nice little knife, and the blade steel is absolutely fine. To be honest with you, I used it for the review, and I haven't used it a whole lot since. And the only reason I haven't used, I find the handle incredibly slick. I can get quite sweaty when I'm doing a bit of work, and it's not really a work knife. It's definitely just leather guy. Thank you very much. I missed doing it. Honestly, I genuinely missed it. I'm looking for a tab there. Let me get one of the new Ganzos. Chad, I'm a Ganzo fanatic, and thankfully, a couple of my Instagram friends, now they're on here as well, but Instagram sent me a text that they'd find them as soon as they came out. So I've already ordered the 51, the FH51 and the 41. So they're both on the way as we speak from China. I got them on AliExpress, was the only place I had seen them. So I'm really looking forward to the 51 is the smaller one. I'm looking forward to that, although the 41 has a very interesting blade shape. The only thing with the Ganzes at the minute, I think they're on a good thing, and I just wish they would stop doing just the one locking mechanism. I wish they would go back to the, doing a couple with the axis locks on them. Hello, Dave. Better late than never. Yeah, so I'm looking forward. There's another Ganzo. I haven't done a review on this one either. Too. This is the copy of the Spyderco 4 Delica. Sorry, no, it's not the Delica. It's the. My head is somewhere else tonight. Where my head is, I don't know. The Endura. Sorry, it's the Endura copy from Ganzo. What a great copy. This is one of the most comfortable knives to hold. And again, unlike the Endura, this, I just think the way that Ganzo do their chamfering makes their handle so handy, so nice to hold on. Hello, Ed, how you doing? It's the Spyderco military. Is it the? It's a Spyderco military. Simon, no, it's the. Do you think that's a military? No, it wouldn't be the military, would it? I thought it was the Endura. Not sure. You could well be right, but no, I think it is the Endura. But this is a real lovely knife. Again, you've got 440C against Ganzo's VG10, which is, a better steel as such, but there's not a big lot of difference. You're still going to have to sharpen them compared to your modern steels. But I still love 440C. I think it's a great working steel. Reminds you of the Resilience. Yeah, smaller than the Resilience. I would think that Resilience is just huge. Although, what size is this? Let me just see what size it is. This is about 8.5 inches. I think that Resilience is 9 odd, isn't it? I think it's a big knife. So I've a review to that. I have a review to come on this because I have found this nearly impossible to get out of my pocket. This is just the. I never had any other mini grip, and everybody said they wanted a mini grip that had G10 on it. Well, let me tell you, I don't know what the other one was like, but this one is just stunning. And 20 CV steel on it. I know it's quite dear, but by gosh, we got these in the secondary market. Me and there's uh, my friend in Sweden um, got these on the secondary market, and by goodness, they are just an amazing knife. Tiny wee knife. And when I first seen it, I thought, oh my goodness, no, what have I just paid all that money for? But oh, it fits. I can get all four fingers on it comfortably. If you need to, you can sneak up a bit. But this is a wee knife for using just for anything around the house. Hello, Connor. How you doing? Leather guy. How you doing? Leather guy, did you say this was your grill knife? Sorry, I missed that. That went. That is a grill knife for me. Well, let me tell you, that's a great grill knife. We got these for about £120 on eBay. They are just gorgeous. Absolutely. It's a great grill knife to have. Um, what else have I got down in front there that you can see that you fancy? This is another knife. Look at that, lovely. I just love when they do texture on the titanium. I'm not a great fan of just plain titanium, but when they do texture and that, they hit you a wee bit of leather colour. This is a CH, and again, the carbon fibre is beautiful on this. It's probably a 40 pound knife. It's Aussie steel. This is the CH. Let me get that. 3005. What a beautiful little chode, uh, as Frankie would call it, of Birdshot IV. A wee chode knife, and it's absolutely lovely. It really is. CH do some great knives. And let me tell you, their Oz 8 is great as well. I mean, this is not what you would call a working knife. It's a knife for EDC. And I don't call EDC working. I don't know whether other people do. I don't particularly call it working. Now, is anybody else like me that where they differentiate between EDC and a working knife? Because there's an awful lot of the knives that I would put out, they're only for EDC. If I was going to do some heavy work, I wouldn't take them because I wouldn't want to damage them. And that's not being babying. It's just, I've other knives that I can do hard work with. Hey, video, thanks on the damn designs. Just placed an order. What are you doing today? Cheers, Lawrence. Yeah, thanks very much. I'm really pleased. If you go on the channel, there's a giveaway from Damn Designs. And it was one of these tack knocker inners, that for putting tacks in the wall or in people. So there's one of them on a giveaway. Please go and get them. And they're worth about $50. Do you know what I mean? So it's a nice wee giveaway. Although you can get discounts on them, and we have on the channel, we have a 10% discount. You just have to put PPP10 on any of your orders and you get the discount. So let me just get this. There we go. No, everything has to work. I work as a chippy, so EDC is work. I would disagree with you. I'm disagreeing with the fact that, yes, if you buy your knives for work knives, but would you, like, let me give you a for instance. Let me give you a for instance. Would you want to take something like the ZT450 that's got the titanium all done? Would you want to take that to work and use it in work? I wouldn't want to ruin this because one, I'm sure it cost a fortune to get done, and I wouldn't want to ruin it. But it's not a particularly big, knife for work. Whereas I could quite happily take this to work and do whatever the heck I wanted to. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I mean. Not that all knives should work, but I call EDC, my kind of work because I'm an old fart. The Kaiser Beg letter. I haven't had one of them. Haven't had a Kaiser Beg letter. That's a wee gem. That's a wee gem. I've got something controversial to show you right at the end before you go. And I'm doing it right at the end because I'll probably lose half of you if I show it to you now. I like the knife to look at, so it wouldn't bother me. Chris, that's absolutely, that's fine. I'm glad for you. I love to see people who've got a £500 knife using them. I think it's great to use. But just generally, I would tend to I have knives that I would use for mucky work and knives that I use just for EDC. Now, what have we got here? I'm trying to read these comments more often. Sorry, I can't stay longer. Not a problem, my friend. Thanks for calling in. Take care, Chad. One of the things I liked about the Ripple is it comes out of the box looking yeah, it has got that worn look about it. This has not had much use at all, to be honest with you. It's just a beautiful knife in my collection. It will never go out. It was a gift, so it'll never go. Gifts, if I get gifts, they never leave my collection. They stay with me. Oh, I'll just let people see. Ken Onion design, beautiful hollow grind, and as sharp as you like. Beautiful, beautiful knife. Just unusual. Unusual. Again, the only thing I hate is the handle. Look at that for a clip. I just despise that. But this is another wee knife that's been I used a couple of times this week. And this is the artisan, the tradition. But this is the small one. This is the one that I dyed with a RIT dye. Deep carry pocket clip. This is becoming a bit of a favourite. The only thing I don't particularly like is the pocket clip. Although most of the time, small knives like this, I tend to use like this because my hands are just a wee bit too big for small knives. But I would cut like this on a regular basis, so I'm used to holding it. What are your shots in the Benchmade 380? What was the Benchmade 380? Good gosh, which one was that? Can't think what the Benchmade 380 is. Which one? Remind me which one that is. Dee, dee, dee. There's another wee beauty. Benchmade 380. Allure. I'm sorry. The Benchmade Allure, I just don't get. That's way, way, way too small. Um, Thanks, Zach. Yeah, I just think it's not way too small. I think for the price, for me, I wouldn't spend that much on a knife that hasn't got a cutting blade much bigger than that there. Do you know what I mean? I know it's a better steel and all, but I have a funny feeling it's somewhere near £200, or is it more? Zach would probably know. It's a it's a nice looking wee thing, but um, are you left-handed, Paddy? No, no, I'm not left-handed. I'm right-handed. Another one of my wee favourites. Another gift to the channel. A wee cracker. Every day is a good day to carry a knife. Ed, you're dead right. Every day is a good carry. What do people think of assisted knives? Do they like them, dislike them? I think this is probably one of the best assisted knives out there. It's just so good. And it means you get to keep the small, a little, look at that wee tab. You would hardly see it, would you? I love the leak. Yeah, it is just a gorgeous knife. And there's so many iterations of it now. I think there's collectors just collect leaks. Here's another wee knife I pulled out tonight. I hadn't seen it for a while. This was the first ever copy of the... No, they don't close as well, Simon. This was the first ever clone of the... uh, Gosh, Stephen, I can't think of anything. I can't think of a dash thing. Oh, I hate getting old. It's a really, really bad thing. Come on, help me, somebody. Don't watch me struggle. Sabenza, that's the one. This was the first copy of the Sabenza, although this is all blocked out. But this in itself, the wee San Remu, what is it? The 7010 San Remu. This is a marvellous little knife in itself. All these knives below, it's very hard to get the camera to search. This is a great little cutter. You can see I've nearly this worn off. This is just a marvellous little knife to throw in your pocket for anything. A slight second para 2 for $35. My goodness. No, I don't get them sort of bargains over here in the UK. We pay extra for them over here. So on the last live chat I've done, I said I was going to do a giveaway on the next one, which I didn't do. So I'm going to do a giveaway tonight. And you know, I haven't even thought of the question, but this is a knife I'm going to give away tonight. It's a lovely slim design, titanium, lock bar with a little insert as well, and it flicks out. Now, this is a Fura gear. Now, it says on it that it's D2. I have no idea. Now, I done a wee bit. When I was sharpening this first, I made a bit of a Horlicks. I was doing it freehand and I just made a wee bit of a Horlicks. But that is the only thing wrong with the knife. It's as sharp as a razor. Absolute sharp as a razor. Beautiful little knife. For to use as a work knife or whatever, it's not going to be one you're going to, that bit of scratching. So, but anyway, look, it's a wee knife. It's a freebie. Apart from that there, it is a lovely little knife. And this is like, what colour? A grape colour. So, Paddy, I finally got on here. Corla, you are more than welcome. Sunday is going really well, thank you. Al Bundy, Al Bundy, that name rings a bell. Um, that's a strange name. Yes, so this is a lovely little knife, great action on it. I say it's got them wee scratches, but that's all it is if you want to do something about it. Greetings from Minnesota. Al, you're very, very welcome. Ashcan, welcome again. So I'll think of a question by the end of tonight, and then I'll send this knife to whoever gives me the answer of it. Now, what else have we got? Is there anything you would like to see? Any knives you would like to see? This is one of my favourite. Do you know what? Night times I would often pick this wee knife out and just sit, because it's not as noisy as other knives, and my wife hates the noise of knife clicking. So I can get this out and play with it quite happily. I can open it quietly and get away with it. Does anybody else have a wife who hates clicking? I get banned from the TV room when there's a movie on or something, because I would just click all night. The one left of the giveaway. Where's that? Oh, this one here. Ah. Now, look away. I always love seeing the 940. Oh, I'll always get the 940 out. There's my wee 940. I'll always get this. I love this. And mine unusually has the silver clip. I prefer the deep carry silver clip with my green 940. Love that. I actually was sharpening that last night. Didn't really need it. Just when I say sharpen it, just stropping it. So I sat for about 20 minutes and stropped it. Brought it back to shave and sharpen. Now, there we go. This is a copy. This is just a blatant cheap copy from AliExpress. This cost me $8, £10. It says on it that it's 440C. I would quite happily believe that it's somewhere like 440C or a wee bit less, maybe an 8CR13. I would probably suggest it's an 8CR13 if I was to be honest. But it is ground amazingly. $10 knife. I bought this to see. I was going if you remember, when I was going to buy a knife to remind me of my father, with some money he had left. I bought this to see if I would like the Chris Reeve knife, and then I ended up buying this instead. So I haven't ruled out the fact that I might buy one of these eventually if I come into more money, but at that time I thought, no, I'd rather have this instead. But I honestly thought I would like that. But in hand, now I know it's never going to be as good as the good one, but I just wanted to know for in use what it would be like. And it is an amazing cutter. Again, this wee knife is just so sharp. Oh, it needs sharpened. But I've used this wee knife. But I mean, it just sharpens it. Well, I'll tell you what, why not do it? I love doing this on the channel. I loved it. I put the bug out clip on my 940. Yeah, I'd actually sent a wee message to Benchmade, but I haven't received anything yet. But it's usually a wee bit of a while over here. The Hinder is just, I just love my Hinder. It is just an amazing one. Hello, Ferbs. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Now, this is my CC4, which I recommend every week. It's the Falkniven CC4. This is the best. If you're a workman and you take your knives to work, you seen me trying to cut with that wee blade there a couple of seconds ago. This wee sharpening system, once you learn to use it, and it doesn't take that long because it's dead simple, and you don't need to do, if you just want to get a wee sharper edge in your knife, just to get it up that last wee bit, what was that? Maybe 6, 7 times on that wee stick. What's the difference? Well, you'll hear the difference from the last time I done it. That's unbelievable, isn't it? You see me doing it the last time. That wee CC4 is amazing. You've that if you want to put if you need to go a wee bit harder, but it's just amazing. And I was on, where was I on? Amazon. I was on Amazon the other week, and they had this, which is the I think it's the DC3, but it's just the wee diamond bit that they have on the DC3. It comes with its own sticky back, which is amazing. So I stuck it on the back of here just to give me that extra bit of sharpening. If I get a chip in the blade or I get something, I can work it in this before I go to the wee stone. It's stuck on and it just will not come off. That is absolutely solid. You can see I sharpened a knife on it. And what the way to do it is you just bend it over and then you can actually sharpen as it sits in situ. So really, really handy. I'm a bit of a bore with the sharpening, aren't I? Now, there's that wee knife again. There, it's back to sharpness. I can give it a wee strop if I want to. But that was £8, $10. And it is lovely. It is beautiful. It's the exact same size and shape and workings. Obviously not the same blade or the same, but it's fine. For a little pocket knife, it does absolutely great. But it let me see that, yes, I love the knife and I might get one eventually. But at that time, it wasn't what I wanted. I wanted a knife that could do a bit more work. So the Hinder was the knife that I got. Am I talking too much? You've all gone quiet there. Paddy must be yapping. Give us a question to answer. Give me a good one. Good evening, JCB. How are you? Paddy, what's the worst knife you ever had? The worst knife I ever had. Gosh, I've had some bad knives. The worst knife I ever had was the very tiny Ganzel. But I don't think, I've been told since then that Ganzel don't make it, but it's a copy of a wee ladybug. I don't know whether you've seen it. I've seen it on one of the Chinese sites. And I bought what it cost. It was literally about $2 or something. I like this Sebenzo, the Ensingo blade. Chris, I would agree with that. Would be mine. I would definitely, that would be my one. I say this, what was I talking about there? I really do need a doctor. I need help. Please show. Somebody just asked me to show something. Please show the Ganjo version of the Delica. Oh, we can do that with pleasure. I'm going to be honest, never found anything special about the Sebenza. I think, Nadim, I think the thing about the Sebenza is that there isn't anything really that special about it. It's just a blooming good knife. It's, it's just a very simple, not many parts, just a blooming good knife, and that's why I would buy it. Somebody's saying worst knife. Oh, the worst knife, yeah, is the wee Ganzo. It's like a copy of the Ladybug. It's a wee tiny one, comes in a multitude of evening, Paddy. Evening, John. How you doing? This is Sticks on my other account. Hello, Sticks, or John, whichever you like. We'll call you John tonight. Right, where else was I? Where else was I going? Yes, this is a wee clone, and there's no doubt about it. But it does say 440 on it, and if you were going to buy a Sebenza, you would know that it doesn't do 440. So yeah, it is a clone, but fit and finish is not the best in the world. I can straighten that up a wee bit, but it's the wood and everything would give it away that it's not real. But again, when I buy something like that, I'm not going to give it to anybody unless it would be my friend. I wouldn't even try to pass that to anybody in a giveaway or anything. So, there we go. Right, did I miss anybody there? Who's been talking? I got to stop this talking business. What's your next grail, Paddy? Next grail. Hello, Paul. Nice slicer. Hello, Nice Slicers, Paul. How you doing? There's a man, Nice Slicers, who's got an Instagram channel called Nice Slicers. If you can get a wee chance, would you pop over? He's trying to get into the community and join in the community, and he's sort of housebound at the minute. He's ill, so he was looking to get some more people over to his Instagram channel that he could get into conversations. Loves talking about knives. Has a fairly, he's starting his collection of knives. So, Nice Slicers. If you could pop over to his Instagram channel, give him a wee look and get him in with your crowd. No, I'll do that again next week on the YouTube channel. I'll get when there's more people. There's not a huge amount of people on here. Only the very important people come on here. Would that be right? Anybody going to any of the big shows this year? I've been watching Bird IV. They're at the NRA show. It looks like a really good show. That's right. What's on your opinion? What's my opinion on forks? John, forks, forks. Not a problem, Paul. It's my pleasure. I hope people will just pop over and give you a wee chance. Bit of a chat. Um, this was always one of my favourite knives. One of my favourite Ganzel knives. Absolute stunning. Blade Show West was awesome. To be honest with you, my wee mum's house, she passed away last year, but her house is, she passed away last year, am I saying? No, this year. She passed away this year, so I still have the sale of the house to come and split between brothers and that, so it'll not be a huge amount. But if it comes through before, if we get it sold and all, I want to go next year to the big show down, is it in Atlanta? Blade Show West? Or no, Blade Show, oh gosh, is it East? It's the big one, that's the huge big one you see every year on the channels. If I can, I want to go to it. I would just love to do that. So I'll probably be asking for somebody to pick me up at the airport if I get over. Eskimo Quinn, you still in love with the Ganzo F8 series? Yeah, just love it. I've ordered the newest two, the 41 and the 51, so they should be here in a couple of weeks. Thank you, Ferbs. It's the Blade Show East. I would love to go to it. That would be my dream. And meet up with an awful lot of people. Whereas over here, I don't get the chance to meet people. But I would just, oh. So the wife has given me permission. If we just once we get the house and all done, if it's on time, that's the one I'll be going to. It's 7:30 on the, yeah, it's about we're about, oh, what is it? 42 minutes into the live stream. That's flying in tonight. Come on, give us some questions. Give us some any knives you want me to get out and show you. Or is there anybody else like me getting into slip joints this year? I really have gone mad for slip joints. Good man, BH. Yep, I have them on the way. I can't wait to get them. Not at all, says Nadeem. I do love slip joints. It's just it's nearly going back to that old traditional style of knife. Um, I'm really this year, and I bought myself. I've been really lucky enough to buy myself some beautiful slip joints like this wee Benchmade. This has so many flaws, but it's one of my favourite knives that I've got in my armory. Love it, and the micarta helps. This, which I'm going to do the review on this week. Oh, I'm in Atlanta. I would glad to pick you up. MK64, I might take you up on that now. I honestly will be over. If I get everything sorted out with the estate, I'll definitely be over. My wife's already given me permission, and you can ask her next time she's here. Yeah, Lion Steel Shuffler. I haven't got the shuffler. I would have liked the shuffler. I went and first of all, I bought the Lion Steel Dom, which is a great work knife. Somebody else was talking about work knives. M390, um, just the perfect rounded spine, beautifully ground blade. Now, it's quite thick, and that's why I'm saying a work knife, but a beautiful knife. Beautiful. I've been buying several GECs. Yeah, BH. I mean, I've got two, and I absolutely just love them. But I'm trying other brands as well. I don't want to be just buying, the one brand. So I've got these. I've got the Benchmade. I got this Mazarin about a week ago, and 2 weeks ago. I've been carrying it nearly every other day. I just love it. Again, it just takes a wicked edge. It's D2. It's about 40 quid over here in the UK, and it's got that beautiful canvas micarta handle. Look at that. It is gorgeous. Look how much wear I've got in that knife, and it's only about 2 weeks old, but it is absolutely beautiful. Your current knives under £20. Gosh, I have a ton under £20. That wouldn't be a challenge at all. I have stacks. There's one under £20, two under £20, three under £20, four under £20, five under £20, six under £20. So there's six just in that wee few that I've got out there. Now, if you're going to ask my favourite knife under £20, I will 9 times out of 10 show you this one. Somebody asked me to bring this out. This is the Ganzel copy of the Bird or the Delica, whichever you want. It's more the Bird because it's got the forward choil. But hi, Paddy. Hi, Jeff. How are you? Yeah, I just love GECs. I just think their fit and finish is just beautiful. So this is another knife that it's what, $10 usually you get it for on one of the channels, sometimes less. And I just love this knife. And if you want to see how good this knife is, I have, if you go back, it's probably over a year ago on my channel, I done sharpening tests on this knife. Not this particular one, it's an old one. It's an orange one. I must get it out for next week. Do you see the state of it? It got battered last week, but I couldn't break it. I gave it the worst treatment. I sharpened it on rocks, bricks, anything I found in the garden, I sharpened it, blunted it and sharpened it, used it, batoned with it. But I'll tell you who else done a great one if you ever go to his channel. Jimmy Slash put this up against the real deals in a one of his ones where he goes out the back of the living room and he beat the living daylights out of it. My dogs are shouting, so that's wee Sally in. She was out babysitting. So yeah, this is beautiful. Yes, I have the 44. I have to say, where's my wee 44? Isn't this the 44? I can never remember which. No, that's a 78. What's my 44? That's my 78. And then, gosh, is this a 44? I honestly can't remember what they are. There's this one, the two-bladed titty out. That's, but titty out doesn't tell you. I don't think this is a 44 now that I've got it out. Oh, it is a 44. Yeah, it is. This is the one with Paddy's potato peelers on it. The Premier pattern, whatever. Yes, this is a beautiful knife. It's Furby who's on here, who done a trade with me for this one. He done a very generous trade with me. So that's a beauty. And I've been carrying at least one slip joint a day. And when I'm going out now over in the UK, I'd get into a very bad habit of just carrying whatever knife I wanted, which is naughty because I should stick to the law. But that's absolutely fantastic. The tool. Oh, no, that he was any good. Oh, he's got the new Leatherman. That looks like an amazing tool. Looks like an amazing tool to be able to use the Bird Cara. Yeah, that's a nice big knife too. I got this. This is the Bird. I think it's the copy of the Meadowlark, but it's in G10. And look at the back. Look at the backspacer on that. Isn't that beautiful? G10. I got this at AliExpress for $10, I think. And if it's not from the same factory, I would bite myself. And I've used it. It's HCR13 or thereabouts, but it's just a complete amazing knife. Now I put this deep carry pocket clip on it, which is great. But great knife. Sitting in here, just did a compare the Leatherman. Yeah, there's been quite a few of them. I just bought the number 97 with the Paddy potato peeler mark on it. See, I'm becoming famous now. Definitely becoming famous. Anybody got any plans for any big buys this week? Or has anybody got their grill on order? I slipped on today, keeps life savings away. You are right. I have bought so many. It's just, in this last year, I mean, this is This is shameful to. I'm just going to bring. This is my good box of all my favourite good knives, which is shameful. And I tell you what, here's one I bought. You somebody said under 20. Here's another one that cost me, I think it was what, £8 or something. Well, I think it's a 44. It says 44 on the back. Look at that. It's the wee mini Rough Rider. Look how small that is. But it's the cotton sampler. Look at that stag bone. Isn't that gorgeous? And an $8 knife. It's just stunning. And I mean, it really is. And it's the back of it's maybe not as pretty. It's a bit whiter up there, but it still looks incredibly good. Incredibly good. Watch this. This is a wee 40 steel, 440 steel. It's just a great wee knife as a secondary knife to throw in your pocket. Who would be frightened if you brought that out? If you work in an office, what a lovely knife to bring out. It needs a wee sharpen too, but I'm not going to do it now. I'll save you that. My grail is the prep phase. As soon as the divorce is settled, I see what's. Yeah, sorry. Let me just double check it. It says it on the small blade. What does it say? Let me see. Isn't that the number 44? Does not mean it's a 44 pattern. I think that's right. BH, it's a 410, isn't it? I think I'm getting lost in a conversation here somewhere. Sally, I was telling the boys I'm allowed to go to America next year. Isn't that right?
Aye.
There you are. That's from the horse's mouth. She's allowing me to go to America. So if I
And you
get
don't have to come back either.
somebody's offered to pick me up. 44 and the good snap. Yeah, they are beautiful. I have the four. That is the 44 there, and the snap on it just the walk and talk is just great on it. Love it. Now, welcome to America. Yeah, over for the Blade Show. I think it's East, Blade Show East, I think it is. Zach stuff. I will fly in and pick you up. We can have a Paddy parade. Oh, I honestly, Zach, I would love to meet all the people that I see. I think I'd be starstruck. I'd probably be shy and not be able to think of something to say. Can you imagine that? Any Civivis, Paddy? No, they don't sell them over here yet. We haven't got them over in the UK. And to get it shipped over from America really just is, it's a budget knife, and it takes away it being a budget knife if I pay for it to be shipped from America. I know it can be, they're dear over here, but usually the shipping is the thing that would kill you. And here's another thing about Civivi. I think they're smashing. I think they've really hit on a great idea. I love the idea of one, but there's always a but, isn't there? Um, they're more fancy knives. I'm not really a fancy knife sort of a person. I would call this fancy. That's my kind of fancy. It's just an all round knife that can do everything, but it's maybe not the prettiest to look at. Do you know what I mean? Well, I think it is, to be honest, but it's just a stunning knife where the quality is it just shines through. Just shines through. I love that knife. So I'm not really a fancy knife. I've never fancied one of these. Um, what's that boy that does beg? That sort of knife. They're beautiful to look at, and I love watching somebody's channel who gets one of them bags, especially one that he's made himself, not the ones that are made by We or whatever the other company is. Um, I but they're not for me. They're beautiful to look at, and I love the workmanship that goes into them. I think it's just outstanding, and I can see where the money goes to, but just not for me. Well, gotta go. Be all nice to all your wives and knives. Corolla, take care. Thank you so much for coming in. Oh, hang on. Any ideas for a good folding fire making camp knife? Do you want to know, John? I have the very knife for you. There you go. That's all the knife you'll ever need, in my opinion, for a folding knife, for a camp knife. It's the Thin Wolf, and it's cold steel. It's Oz 8, easy to sharpen, like a razor blade, an absolute razor blade, but goes into wood much like a Mora. So there it is. It's a cold steel. I mean, it's just terrible. All these knives. There you are. Cold steel, and it's the Thin Wolf. I highly recommend it. It's got the triad lock, so you can baton with this, if you needed to. I wouldn't, but you can do if you did need to. But just an amazing knife, amazing for a camp knife. I wouldn't put you anywhere else. Now, what else have I got as a camp knife that I would? No, that would be it. That would be the only, other than a Mora, a fixed blade. But as a folding knife, no, that would be it. I was going to say it looks like. Is the spine 90 degrees? Do you know? I honestly don't know. I've not used it in the woods. Let me see if that spine's. I would say yes, that is 90 degrees. Where have I got my? Oh, I haven't got anything near me here. But yes, let me just see. Yeah, I would say that's 90 degrees. For the reason that I said yeah there. Oh, let me see. I'm just going to bring a bit of wood up and let you see just what it's like on a bit of wood. It's the only way to. That's definitely, I would say that's definitely a 90-degree spine. That's hardwood there that I come from a kitchen board. So yeah, I would say it would be. But hey, carry a bit of flint in your pocket if you're going into the woods. Try different ways of lighting fires. I was into bushcraft before I was into knives. So most of my knives were Scandi grinds and things like that. Good for a ferro rod. Yeah, it'd be fine for a ferro rod. But I always think, when I used to go into the woods, I used to, on one night camp, and I would try using as many different firelight and things it was, because that was just the fun to do. Proper flint and steel. When you get your a piece of flint and a stone and you make fire, it's amazing. It's just amazing. Yeah, I loved all that nonsense. Yeah, John, I don't think you can go anywhere. Do you want to know something, John? I think it's about $30 over there. I don't think it's a dear knife. Just amazing quality for what you're getting. And don't worry about Oz 8. It's easy sharpened. And it strops really good as well. Take a strop with you when you go, and at the end of the day, give it a strop. Is it a Scandi? Yes, it's a Scandi, yeah. It is a Scandi for sure. Now, I said now. Oh, here we are. The first person that can tell me that can tell me who came second in the Grand Prix today wins this knife. That's got you all thinking now. Come on, somebody get it up there. Who came second in the Grand Prix? Aye, that's slow. Can't bother Googling. Power cut, just dropped off to look it up. Hamilton. John, you have won the knife. John, have you sent me your address to my email or on Instagram? Instagram's probably the best way to get me, at Paddy Potato Peters. But if you're not on my email is sganderson0259 at gmail.com. But if you go on Instagram, you can get me on the chat there, and you send me a private message with your address, and I'll send that knife to you, and I'll send a couple of wee goodies with it. Some Paddy stickers, eh? Congratulations to John. I'm pleased now, that's one. So, I'll probably do another giveaway in 2 weeks' time. Probably every other week we'll do a giveaway and we'll get them sent off. Now, I'm going to wrap up very shortly. Has anybody got any questions they want to ask before I go? I'm starting to put my wee knives back into my box. What knife did you have in the pocket during your wedding? I didn't have a knife in my pocket during my wedding. When I got married, I wouldn't have been into knives, to be honest with you. As such now, I would have liked to be pocket knives, but I wouldn't have been to that stage where I would have took them on my wedding day. If I was to do it now, yes, I would have, but I didn't have then. So, there's an honest answer I didn't want to give. Why would I not want to give that honest answer? No, I wouldn't. I wasn't into knives then. There's a knife Grand Prix. No, there's not a knife Grand Prix. Great one. Great one. So now trying to find where I got all these knives from. You know, you just pull your box apart and then you've got to put them all back in again. I'm a very lucky boy, you know. Sometimes it's times like this when you have all your wee knives out and you realise just what you have got, you feel very blessed. I've been very blessed, I have to say. Very blessed. Now, and they're talking about blessed. There's my wife just walked past me. That's really blessed. John, we'll have to catch up on that race, but it makes getting that spoiled on the newsletter earlier. Buffering. Right. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming along. Congratulations to John for winning the knife. What's your favourite brand of tea? I always answer this question. My favourite brand of tea is an Irish tea called Nambari. It's the best tea in the world. What was that there? Victorinox pen ceramic sharpener. Never tried it, I have to say. Good night, Ferbs. Take care. Joseph, good night. Yorkshire. Oh, John, are you a local? Oh, I've just seen the flag in your face. I didn't see the Union Jack in your face. Oh, that's lovely. That's nice and cheap. You'll get something extra. I'll throw in something extra. Do you like a Ganzel? Do you know what I've actually got? I've got another lovely Fura to go with that. You can have a double up on it. You'll really enjoy it. And sharpening knives. Don't know. Been sharpening knives. Didn't know about the Grand Prix. Look, I'm away, everybody. Thank you so much. And I'll see you the same time next week. The very best of luck. Derby, John, brilliant. But you're from Wales. My ex-wife was from Wales. Yes, we'll move on, John. I'm going to take that other knife off you now. Greetings from Montreal. Oh, Perry Tucker, how are you, buddy? Really nice to see you. You just come in there at the end. We're just finishing. JCB67, take care. Tech, bye-bye. All the very best. I shall now put the rest of these all away and get a move on. It's near bedtime. So, video up tomorrow if you have any interest after that. Take care. Bye-bye now. You did. Sorry, mate. It's just about, it'll start at 9 o'clock UK time, and it usually runs for about an hour. Anybody that listens to me for an hour needs a medal. But really nice of you to pop in. I genuinely appreciate it. Now, I'm away. Nice slicers. Remember, just if I catch you, if you're still there, nice slicers. Pop over on his Instagram channel and give him a wee tick and get him started. He's looking to get people. Now,